Yo, today I'm going to show you how to build this worm. So the first thing you want to do is get the snap for the triple volts. And what you do is you get a fence foundation and a pillar. And once you got the pillar placed, it may take a few tries to get the perfect snap. I was lucky enough to get it first try for this. And you always want to make sure when you're doing this, you're going off the top snap, like the snap your volts are going to be on. And once you have the perfect height, you can fit a railing there. And that railing can then hold up the ceiling. And now you would drag that snap all the way along to where your volts are. And you can put a new fence railing to hold it up. Once you got the snap at the triple volts, you can disconnect it and then you want to snap a tech pillar to that snap we just dragged along. And you also want to drop down 1/4 wall and place a ceiling line for your bottom layer of volts. And now what we're doing is we're getting the first line of volts ready. So once you got the 3 of them perfectly in line, then you can continue doing the other ones. You put a 1/4 wall on the right side so that it's always so you can get like it perfect. You want to get it as close as you can to the right side, and to the front you want a little gap. Once you have that volt, you put it back on that wall snap so that you can use it later. And then you have to use a hatchet or some kind of melee weapon. If you demolish it, the volt will just demolish and not drop. So there we go, we got 1 volt right. And then you can just snap the second volt and break that. And now you have your double volt stack. And to turn it into triple, I'm creating a snap on the side so that I can save this second volt. And then you just line up your 2 volts. Then you want to place it in between the 2 ceilings, like exactly in the middle of them. And then once you think you got it, you place it, demo the 1/4 walls, and then snap it to the side to use later, in case it doesn't work. And that's perfect. Now you want to finish off your pillars, make the pillars go the whole way along. Tack or metal, doesn't matter. Whatever you want. And then you want to start placing your first line of vaults. You pick up the first vault because you've already vault dropped the first one. And you just place them the whole way. And then you break that ceiling with the hatchet. You have to do it with a hatchet or some melee weapon, as I said, otherwise the vaults will just demo and they won't drop. And then you want to repeat that for the double vault stack. And once you have all your vaults, just break that thatch ceiling again. There you go, then once that's done, place another thatch ceiling and now you take it from the other vault. There we go. That's your triple vault. You can repeat that on the other side, or you can do it in front if you want, wherever you want. You can demo those because you no longer need them. Now I'll go into the deadies in the middle. I like to just do 2, but you can do 4 if you want, or whatever. I'm gonna skip forward here because it's pretty self-explanatory. There you go, and now we're doing the snap for the cryo fridges. It can be a bit finicky, as it is for me. It took me like a few minutes. I'm gonna speed it up for you, but you can see how I did it. There we go, I finally got the perfect snap. So just double check it. Make sure you're always going off the first layer of ceilings, otherwise you're gonna be fucked, but there we go. Now you want to put a wall or a ceiling, depending on how you did it. And you do 2 railings this time for the cryo fridge. You just want to double check just to make sure it's all working. And that's the same as what we did for the vault floor. You can move it wherever you want and you'll be fine. So if you want walls around your cryo fridges, you can do it like this. But if you don't want walls, then you can skip this part and just put ceilings there. If you put walls, you will have to place the cryo fridges by hand, and you can't snap them to the middle ceiling, so it's up to you. It looks nicer in my opinion with walls, so I did the hard way. And now what you do is you place a ladder and you make sure you're on free placement mode, and you just place the cryo fridges as close as you can. This is the most aids part of the whole build, so I'm only going to show you one of them because all the others is self-explanatory, you just copy it. And then once you got the deadies, the vaults, and the cryo fridges done, you just need your trans basically, and your paintings. I think the website's called Arc Tested, where you can get like all the paintings from. And then just using a ladder, you just place your transmitter. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.